Ready, action!
Last week I went to Yongin with my work. We went to like a traditional village, like it's like a historic village thing, I guess. And it was kind of rainy. It really wasn't a great day, but we went on a little bit of a tour beforehand. We had English tour guides because we're an English institute. And one of the tour guides asked me to push this large stone. The large stone was a millstone or a grindstone. They're used to like break down rice or other grains into like more of a flour or a powder. And I really didn't think much about it then, but I decided now to make a video about idioms related to grindstones and millstones. There is actually a surprisingly large amount. So first of all, millstones, you usually find them in mills. So a mill is just something that breaks down or produces something. Yeah, it could produce something as well. So like you have windmills, water mills, treadmills. The millstones are also sometimes called grindstones because they grind something. And grinding is like this breaking something down by like rubbing something hard against it. In this case, like a stone. So you're grinding it away, slowly breaking it down. There are also grinders in addition to mills, like a coffee grinder, which I had the fortune of trying like a Korean traditional millstone coffee grinder when I was in Jeju. The meat grinder, which crushes down meat into like hamburger. There's a side grinder, which is it's a tool. It's kind of like a stone at the end that spins really fast, and you can grind down like metal. It's the thing that makes those big sparks. This is kind of grinding to a halt, isn't it? Oh, that is our first idiom. If you think about like grinding is slowly destroying something by like rubbing against it, grinding against it. So if you're grinding to a halt, you're going so fast that your car or your feet has to grind against the ground in order to stop. You're grinding to a stop. It kind of grinds my gears when that happens. That's number 2. To grind my gears means it makes me upset. So if you think about a machine has a lot of gears that have to work against each other, but if it's not working properly, those gears will start rubbing and grinding against each other, and it's really not good. It might make weird noises. It's not good. So grinding my gears it just makes me feel annoyed. I don't like it. In a negative sense, the daily grind. So the daily grind is your daily work routine, something that you must go through every day. Sometimes it feels very difficult, like you have to just grind it out. It's really difficult. You really have to struggle. And we call that the daily grind.
Grind has taken on a very positive connotation, at least in that sense. When you say I'm gonna go grind, it means like you're gonna go out, you're gonna work very hard, you're gonna get money.
Well, I think that sense probably comes more from grinding out, like grinding out a win. It means like struggling through, pushing through to accomplish something. I have an axe to grind with you.
What did I do this time?
Yeah. I was talking about the side grinder earlier. You can also have a grindstone for sharpening tools. So you're like sharpening an axe. I don't know how it's related, but when we say I have an axe to grind with you, it means that we have a difference that we need to talk about. I have a problem with you that we need to resolve. It might go back to Benjamin Franklin, I think. But most sources that I read said that that's not really credible. It goes back to the early 1800s. I can't remember the guy's name, but he kind of wrote it in a book where it was kind of used in the same sense. I'm gonna look that up right now.
Okay.
An axe to grind is probably the most famous, maybe not the most common, but the most famous of the grind idioms. Who'll turn the grindstone, a text written by Charles Miner. So we were talking about like grinding is like just slowly destroy it by pushing something hard against it. Some people have the problem that they grind their teeth. It's not really an idiom, it's just how we say it. You do it? Do you do it when you sleep?
I do it when I sleep, yeah. I didn't even know I did it until I got to Korea.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. You can like, just your jaw kind of moves up against. Some people do it when they're thinking. The last of the grinds that we're going to talk about is the dance.
Oh my god, I was hoping you wouldn't bring this up. I had this in the back of my mind, and I was like, if Tim doesn't say it, I guess I'll bring it up to him. But I guess you're...
Would you like to show us?
There's no demonstration today, I'm sorry.
Oh man, I don't like dancing. This one just seems like sex with clothes on. Would you describe it as sex with clothes on?
It's very close to it, yeah. No, that's a very good description of how to describe what.
So if we take like the grinding, the slowly rubbing up against really tough, and then apply that to our hips, that's kind of what the grind dancing is. So on that note, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.